Okay, Nick, I'm going to be doing a thorax evaluation on you, lung and thorax. First, to begin with, we're going to check in like A to P dimensions on Nick just to see for like symmetry of the clavicle, the ribs, sternum, just to see if there's anything that's like abnormal or anything. Next, we'll look at tracheal deviations and see if there's anything wrong with that. And on Nick here, that looks pretty good. And so next, what we're going to do is we're going to look at his lips and his fingernails. I'll have you put your fingernails out like that. And so what we're checking for here is to check if there's any like sort of clubbing or cyanosis or any sort of discolorations that would indicate a abnormality in blood flow or anything like that. And Nick looks actually pretty good. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to check rate, rhythm, and effort for his pulse. So I'm going to have Nick cross his arm and put it against his chest, and we're just going to check this for 30 seconds, and I have a watch right here, so we got that. Okay, good. And so Nick was right about at 13 breaths for, if we times the number that I got by 2. And you usually want that number in between 12 to 20 breaths per minute for someone who's normal. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to do lateral chest expansion just to see. We're going to go to the 7th intercostal space. So we're going to go right there. And then I'm just going to have Nick breathe in and breathe out normally. More time. And what you're checking for here is that the thumbs approximate, or like they get farther apart when he breathes in, and then when he breathes out, they get closer together. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to do that for anterior superior. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a finger on the thoracic spine and one on the sternum and just have him breathe in normally. And basically, you're just checking to see if your fingers get farther apart. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to have Nick cross his arms. And I'm just going to have you bend forward and flex your head. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to do a tactile fremetis, and we're just going to have Nick say 99, I guess. So we're just going to check to see, I haven't pressed 99, we're just going to press on different spots and see if that has like a vibration. So go ahead, say 99.
99. 99. 99. 99. 99.
Okay, sweet. And so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to palpate down those spots. So I'm just going to check to see all of the sound the same. We'll do it on this side. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to take out the stethoscope, and we're just going to first have Nick just take in some deep breaths. We're just going to see how it sounds. Okay, just breathe normal. We're going to do that on the front as well. So when you're listening above the clavicle, you're going to want to use the bell instead of the diaphragm. And we're just gonna go down the side of the chest, 4 spots each side. Okay, and then, so next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna do phony. Can't say the word. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have Nick say E, then flex forward. E, I guess. Yeah, I think that's how you do it. Okay, so Nick will go ahead and say E every time I move this.
E, 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 E.
And so during this one, what you're checking for is that it sounds like an E and not like an A. And then I guess next thing what we'll do is we'll have Nick, I'm going to have to use the stethoscope again, and I'm just going to have him say Scooby-Doo every time I move the stethoscope.
Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Doo.
Okay, and that one you're just feeling for, or listening for like vibrations. And then the last one we're going to do is we're going to do whisper, and we're going to have Nick say Blue Moon every time. Okay, and that completes the thorax and lung evaluation.